Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our session. This is at the Door of Eternity. We're going to be running this game for the rest of our allotted time. A couple of notes, real quick. We have 2 + 3 bonuses that have been purchased for this game and during a Blaze of Cruelty's time span, which is great. You guys get these +3 bonuses. There's 2 of them. You can use them on any roll that is made. This could be a damage roll. It could be a skill check, ability check. It could be an initiative roll. It could be anything. Anything that I ask you to roll, you can use this +3 on. If I ask you to roll just a random d20, just for a luck check, for example, or for to determine something that happens, you can use the +3 on that. You can use the +3 on anything that a dice is rolled on. We haven't discussed, and I haven't thought about until this just past session that happened, about whether or not I'm going to allow the community to buy dice to punish me, as in or bonuses to punish me, penalties really. So buying a +1, a -2, or -3 to punish my monsters and creatures and such. I've thought about it for a few minutes, put it on the shelf, and then ran the game. I've thought about it for a few more minutes. I'm going to put it back on the shelf now. I'm going to run this game. I might mull it over for a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. But the general idea is this is to help drive engagement and also to help you guys support each other and support your fellow players. So basically, any bonuses that are bought during this session will go towards In the Heart of Rage. Any bonuses bought during In the Heart of Rage goes towards a Blaze of Cruelty, and any bonuses bought during a Blaze of Cruelty go to this session at the Door of Eternity. So that all being said, going to go ahead and talk about our schedule real quick. This is the last session that we're having in November. There will be no other sessions in November after this. The reason for that being is we run out of. We do these only on the first and second Saturdays, or first and third Saturdays. And November has 5 Saturdays this year. So our next Saturday game sessions will be on the 7th of December, and then the 21st of December. Now I know the holidays are a little rough. We might wind up skipping the 21st. And we will definitely not be having a session on the 25th for Christmas. Because that would be a In the Heart of Rage date, but we might not have a game session. We probably won't have a game session that date. I'm just going to say that. We probably won't schedule one for the 25th. That aside, we'll probably have one for the 11th. That should be fine, unless people tell me that they can't make that. So we'll see. And then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming in January, starting with the 4th of January. So 2025, we will resume normal operations. But for now, between this session and the January 4th one, they're all going to be tentative, depending on what's going on. So I think that's it for the schedule. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody now. I'm going to let you guys speak up on your own and introduce yourselves. So go right ahead. Anybody.
I'm Lee. I'm playing Joriel, who is. We're just so close to him figuring out that he's a cleric. Any day now.
Any day.
Any day now, he'll figure out what's happening.
Do you have a secret criteria for him to figure it out or no?
Like there's certain things that would make it very obvious, but it's like he's putting it together slowly.
Okay. All right. Whoever wants to go next.
Jeff, I play the lizard, Rotak, who's close to putting together what existence is. He's a little bit off, though. He's learning. He's doing his best.
I would be mad if he wasn't doing his best. Okay, who is next?
Like, I'll go. I play the Great Panjandrum, a lizard wizard. And he is so close to figuring out new ways to destroy things.
I'm Lucy. I play Nizak, who is a drow who hasn't figured out shit.
Would you say Nizak is increasing in understanding of what's going on around him, or becoming more confused?
He hasn't figured out shit.
Okay.
At this point, he's like, things are happening. We're just going along with it. The god is here, I guess. I don't know where. There's a giant talking spider somewhere, and that's okay.
Okay. All right. And Kiva, if you're back from the aggro you have received, go ahead and introduce yourself. If not, that's okay. We'll give you a beat there to see if you're back or not. Ooh. Stupid chair. Okay. I think she's still being depended upon at the moment. So we'll start the session, and when she chimes in, we shall introduce her again. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we are. In the castle. You have explored most of this floor and also the forge area nearby, and you have all rested. You have gathered some better equipment here because you found a secret chamber that had additional stuff in it. So this is where we left off.
Found is putting a lot of work in that sentence when that place was exposed to us by...
I'm trying here to give you some credit. Yes, this was exposed to you, not by a man in a trench coat, but by a lady sorceress who just suddenly appeared while you guys were having your long rest. So
I thought that part where she said, "I am an avatar of the game master, and you idiots are spending too long finding important things," was kind of weird in game, but I'm assuming it's a code we'll figure out.
I think it was like that press B to jump message we found in the beginning.
Where's the jump key? How do I jump? What do you mean?
Rotak just stared at it, wondering what B was.
Mm-hmm. Kiva, are you back? No? Okay. All right, go ahead. Everybody can, the scene's yours.
Well, now that Rotak has smashed the table and taken some wood from it, he's gonna leave the treasure room.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I looked at his inventory earlier and I'm like, how did he get those oak planks? He's got so many of them. Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, smashy.
He's gonna build a house.
Yep. I think it would be appropriate for her to wander off.
So if Like we're all still in that treasure room.
We can't
I know
open a
that the
chest.
great.
Oh, that treasure that
I
you
don't.
found included everything.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually a chest there.
I believe there was some money. Let me see. Yeah, there was some money, but a lot of this is just artistic embellishment.
So I know the Great Panjandrum got a silk handkerchief and and a hand-me-down sword.
Yeah.
He's just sort of poking around now.
Okay.
I recall Joriel did a bunch of detecting of magic, but I don't think I actually took any of the items.
No, I don't think you took any of the magic items. There was an enchanted battle axe, which Nizak has. There was I believe, a sword.
It was a sword, axe, I think like clothing.
There
I
was,
got the arrows.
yeah, there were some better arrows too. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was the enchanted short sword, the enchanted battle axe, the arrows, and then I think that was about it. Aside from the coin.
Well,
We may need to face facts that as players, we don't have enough brain cells to rub together to focus on something as long as we need to solve it.
Hey, I brought the martial character. All right, this is all up to you guys. All right, like I am not the thinker here. This is up to you guys. I do the religion
Okay.
and the stab.
Listen, I'm not paid to think.
Selected to lead, not to read.
You know
cast
what?
fireball.
This feels like this feels like something that the Great Panjandrum would do. So he's going to start checking every single inch of wall for secret doors.
Okay, and you can do that because you've got sticky toes. So you can check every inch.
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
Like
hold
if
on.
it's something higher than he can reach, he'll just climb up on the. Now, would that be perception or would that be?
That would be investigation, unless you're just looking.
I'm actually pretty good at that. Too bad my roll let me down.
Oh
15.
no! Oh no, 15. That's pretty good. There aren't any other secret doors in here.
as an aside, I think D&D players have gotten too used to roll inflation. 15 is a good roll.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh no,
Fine.
that's why I said, oh no, a 15. That's pretty good. Looks at his DC tables for first level. 8. 7. What were you going to say, Lee?
I think we have to get back to the spider, right? But the door was locked when we tried. So should we check that door again?
You were tasked with completing the floor
Before heading back to the spider. Okay.
before heading anywhere else. Yes.
All right.
I'll move my search out into the hallway leading to this room.
Okay.
In which case, yeah, I think we should stick together and try and figure out where we're going. Oh,
What is that?
That's Belkorok.
that's the spider.
Oh,
Hello.
excuse me, left the door open. Hello.
Hello. We were trying to come find you, but the door was locked.
That is up to the mistress. At times. Skitters along wall. Skitters down wall. I am coming to get
I climb up the.
He's coming to get what?
Warm.
He's going to get more.
He sits on the couch.
CJ, I will climb up the wall opposite him
Okay. You're up the wall on the opposite side of him.
and mirror him suspiciously.
Why is it so bright?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, flashbang.
I think it's Panch. Hold on, let me turn his lights off.
God damn it, Panch, turn your
The
high
light of-
beams off.
Well, I
The
don't
light
like
of
the sound
God
of that.
suddenly shines into the room.
Turn my lights off.
Rotak's pupils become the size of dinner plates. He has now seen God.
Excuse me?
Yes, hi. You're back. Hi, Kiva.
Hello.
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 So
The spider has paid us a visit.
here's
Oh,
Belkarog.
so you're talking about me.
No. No. No,
Hmm.
you're back. But
Yeah.
Belkarog, the spider, is here.
Oh.
He is looking to get warm, as it were.
He says, I have also brought a gift in regards to the question regarding the 2 items that had been left in the forge. This
Oh.
is for you, since you are the one who found it. I was told that you may not have the items that were in the forge, merely because the mistress is still tinkering with them. But this you may have. She instructed me to make it for you.
I see. You have my thanks.
I hope it serves you well.
Sorry, the game's a little slow. I want to walk up and pick it up. Can I walk up and pick it up?
Yeah. And if the system is being slow for you, I can just drop it in your inventory.
Please. It does seem I need to restart the browser itself because of the update, I think.
Probably. But it is a new staff. It is black. It is made from adamantine, hydrillium, and it's got some onyx gems inlaid into it. It's about 6 pounds. You gotta attune to it before you can cast its spells, though.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It will crumble to dust if it runs out of charges and you roll 1. So, Belkarog says while you're examining it, its magic is not, in essence, permanent. You, like mortals, must give it time to rest, or it will perish.
Understood. How do I attune to things?
You can attune to it either over a short or long rest. The attunement for this specifically is does not say, so it will be a short rest. You can attune to it, so you can attune to it immediately since you guys are in a short rest right now.
Oh, good. I'll do that then.
Yerp. Tuned.
What does it do, Morgan?
So
I don't quite know yet.
So what this does is it gives you 2 spells that aren't on that, while they may be on your class list, you get to spend spells through this. You may cast these 2 spells through the staff: Spider Climb and Web. Spider Climb only costs 1 charge. Web costs 2 charges. The staff itself has 10 charges. You can use your action to cast either spell, and you get 1d6 plus 4 expended charges back at the end of each day at dusk. If you've spent all of the charges, you roll a d20. On a 1, the staff crumbles to dust and is destroyed forever.
Oh. Does it recharge?
It does recharge 1d6 plus 4 charges at the beginning of every dusk.
Okay.
So at the beginning of nightfall.
I suppose that means we have a method of determining days passing in here now.
Do we?
Well, if it regains its energy at dusk, then we know when dusk happens.
Well, I suppose that's true if there's some sort of like visual
Which
cue.
dusk, Mr. Belkarog? Is it dusk as it would happen on Valgast?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, I'm not exactly sure we were on Valgast. Are we on Valgast?
We are.
Well, that is actually one of my questions that I hadn't answered, so thank you for that.
We are on terra firma, if that was your question. Yes. We are not spinning in the void on a smaller object. We are still spinning in the void.
Does make it more confusing, because I did wonder if we were on one of the moons at some point. But we're not on Titanicus, I take it?
No, we wouldn't be able to breathe.
Well. Well,
Sorry.
why not?
Well, there is no air.
Why isn't there?
Because there... I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know why there's no... No one has actually... We haven't talked about this yet. But I am unsure as why there is no air there. There just isn't.
Now, there is a puzzling question. Nizak, the people study the void a lot more. Why isn't there any air there?
Isaac's gonna look
the
at
Great
you.
Panjandrum knows this.
Oh,
Are you like sticking your hand up in the air, or your paw or claw or whatever?
Yes, yes.
No, Isaac's gonna just look at you, look at the spider, look at the Great Panjandrum, and then just nod towards the Great Panjandrum, and then look away.
The Great Panjandrum's master taught the Great Panjandrum this. There's a finite amount of air that we can breathe. And since we hog it all on the plant on what is our land called?
Valgast?
Valgas. Since we use it on since people on Valgas use it, there's none for anyone else. He just nods. My master, the Great Panjandrum's master, was very smart when he was drunk.
I suppose makes sense if it's a little disappointing to hear.
Belka...
Does that mean that...
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Does that mean only... Well, I guess nothing that breathes can survive. Does that mean fish can survive on the moon if there are oceans? Are there oceans on the moon?
Belkarog kind of perks up and says, I do not know enough about the subject to provide an alternative, but I know in my body that that is wrong.
I know deep down you are all idiots.
Don't include me. Don't include me in this, please.
What have I got? I don't really have anything here that I could like. Would there be like a religious explanation why there would be no oxygen in what could be perceived in an afterlife?
Yeah, there could be. Yeah. Go ahead and make a
Alright.
religion check if you'd like.
Let's.
Oh my god.
What? My answer's not good enough for you?
Yeah. You remember the canon for this exactly. Like the exact lesson given to you by one of the high priestesses when you were going through your training. There is no air for the uninvited.
Ah, right. Isaac will kind of like peek up, look at the Great Panjandrum, and go, I do not wish to sully your knowledge and what your master has told you. But there is no air available for those that are uninvited to this realm. And then he'll just walk towards the door.
There's just like this growing look of like terror on my face when I realize when someone pops in here, they just suffocate and die.
It would make sense that the god of death has his own special supply.
Of oxygen?
Yeah. If we're using all of it on Valgast, god of death
Is it
needs-
stored in tanks?
He's stored in chests. There's a whole oxygen room just filled with chests of oxygen.
Do the dead need to breathe?
Well,
So
can you try holding your breath? We're dead, aren't we?
Like,
I thought we were specifically not dead.
I thought we were technically reincarnated in the true sense.
But we're still in
we
the
are a
realm
bunch
of
of
the dead.
idiots. That's what we are.
Again, don't include me.
Hang on, hold up. I rolled a natural 20, not a moron. Actually recalled the lesson from like hundreds, if not like hundreds of years ago and went, yeah, no, there's no oxygen unless you're invited. It's like a vampire thing. You can't survive, you can't come in unless you're invited.
Honestly, that makes less sense than Panjandrum's explanation. Because
How does
Well, the
Aaron
realm
know
of the
social
dead-
customs?
Yeah, good question.
the realm of the dead exists as a superimposition over Valgast, doesn't it? So is it just a separate plane where there's no air except for if you're invited there?
Maybe they maybe they magically tag you that shows you're invited, and then the air works for you.
What constitutes
A
being
chest
invited?
opens for you.
It's like a Discord server. You've got to have the right tag to breathe.
Oh no.
Oh. It's...
Choose your tags.
I would like
my
to
God.
breathe.
Oh, did it choose the oxygen tag?
Oh, I've been
Oh,
uninvited. I
God.
can't breathe.
Well, okay. Belkarog looks both confused and disappointed.
much like most people in my life. All right.
Rotak just left the room.
Yeah, I see that. You're in the next room. You can still see the party, so you haven't broken the "I'm in danger" yet line.
Yeah. Are we just at some point, and this is completely out of character, at some point, if people are starting to wander off, are you just going to start placing IEDs around this place? Like,
Oh,
is that what's going
absolutely.
to happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, someone's just going to walk past, I'm going to hear an explosion, and they're just covered in a slime cube, and that's it?
Yeah, I want you to zoom out real quick. Zoom out, like all the way,
Yeah.
and then go back to the top right, and remember that area with the 3 doors?
Yeah.
And the Doom style trap where the doors when you open the door and then monsters pour out of everywhere around you.
I believe so.
Yes, this place is literally 17 different Doom levels stitched together of my design.
That's horrifying.
This is the easy one.
Easy?
Yes, this is the easy
We're
one.
gonna die.
I'm having PTSD moments. Of like
I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. Everyone, the door of eternity is the one we're gonna be walking through.
You just said the name of the game and we're just over now.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
Title
it's over.
drop.
Take a shot, everyone.
Yep, that was a good game, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. See you all next week.
29 minutes into the 8th session. Game over. We win.
We did it. We did it. We said the name of the game within context. That's it. We've won.
All right. Continue, please.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well, I
Rotek's
suppose
gonna
there's
march back to the door because no one else has joined him, and is just, I desire more grubs. May we finish this floor to go back to the solar?
Sure.
Belkorog gets up off the chair. I too desire grubs.
Nizak quickly
want
moves out
grubs.
of his way.
Goodbye, Mr. Belkorog.
Goodbye, lizard person. Okay, I will move the this group. How do I want to array you guys? I think I want to put you guys like this. That way I can use Tetris moves.
Optimal trap positioning.
Yep.
Yeah, Tetris your way through the door now. Off you go. Ah! uh,
Who are we missing?
You
Where's
got
George? Oh, there he is.
you got everybody now. I believe there is one other door you have to go through. I will wait here.
yes. Can't wait to open up this door and be covered in slime once more.
Did you guys kill it?
Don't,
Yeah, you guys
don't
killed
worry, I
it.
got you covered.
We did.
What is this, Nickelodeon?
You were the one swallowed by flesh-eating cube of gelatin. Okay.
Didn't one of you try to eat it?
Yes, yes. I think
Yes.
it was Rotak who tried to eat it.
Yes. Rotek spent entirely too much time listening to the Great Panjandrum.
No,
No, it was
wasn't.
me.
Oh, it was Nizak.
Because you were like, chew it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna follow the wizard. That was a dumb idea.
I threw sleepy time tea at it.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Oh, cripes.
I would like to do investigation check to kind of like see. Because apparently there is supposed to be a door here, right?
He pointed over here, but
Oh, did he?
yeah, he did. You guys have successfully checked this hallway and there's nothing in it.
Oh no.
I'd use investigation to check for any hidden things.
Sure, yeah, make an investigation.
Guidance.
Yeah, roll the d4 with it. You are absolutely certain that there are no secret doors, secret traps, secret treasures, or regular doors, or traps or treasures.
Oh.
There's nothing but bare, clean walls.
This is the one.
All right. 1, 2, better not suit. Do I explode?
You do not.
Ah. That's disappointing.
Red
What are the lights on the
candles,
tables?
Always promising.
They're just
Ooh, atmosphere.
they're just candles with red lights on them. They're just
Either that's magic or we've got lithium.
they're red flame candles.
What is lost?
That is a pillar.
Ah.
It's a very fancy, ornate pillar.
Well, I guess it's time to start reading letters.
Joke's on you, I can't read.
There's a map here too.
Yes, there does appear to be a map.
I do.
You have entered the studium. This room is great in stature. There are 2 tables furnishing the room with several chairs each. Thrust upon the boards are papers, broad and small, scrolls and codices alike. The candles burning seem to give off a much more red light than that is easier on the eyes.
I'm going to investigate the
Is,
walls.
Sure, make an
is there
investigation
supposed to be
check.
a weirdly black part in the middle of the room?
Yes, it is the space where the two large braziers do not give enough light.
Ah,
I'm looking for
okay.
secrets.
Okay. You find no secret doors, traps, or treasures.
Aww.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Doriel would like to, examine the papers on the table, see if there's anything relevant here.
Okay. I assume you can read High Cruic.
Yes.
Okay. The papers. Go ahead and make a investigation check for me.
$15.
15. Okay, that passes. These papers are written in High Cruic and appear to be various notes about local economics separated by several centuries. The dating must not be correct. Some of the dates appear to be for the future. They must be projections. Yet upon closer inspection, they leave two questions floating in your mind. What does ATD stand for after the date? And why would the author project such a sharp decline in population, agricultural output, and gross domestic product?
Doriel looks around. Who all of you died or lived after I died? Because I'm really early in history, I'm learning out. Anyone know what the epithet ATD stands for?
Nizak will ask, what's... Actually, you know what? Nizak's just going to come over. He's just walk over, and he's just going to have a look at what you're reading. And as you said, there was like declines in population, like just declines across the board of like economics, food production, population, correct?
Yeah.
ATD?
Yep.
Yes.
After time distortion, after time destruction. Like Nizak is gonna go, I don't think ATD means like as in a time period. I think it's signifying an event.
Well,
I mean,
yes, insofar as, like, I've come to understand, at least from Olafina, there's AJ and... Is it BJ for before Justea?
Yes, it is.
Fun. BJ, AJ for the life of Dark Justea, which we didn't really call it BJ before then because it was just, well, the elves didn't decide to base our time structure around a human.
It was just Jay then.
So I've got these accounting records that I grabbed way back when that you laughed at me for.
Uh-huh.
In these accounting records, what are the dates listed in these accounting records? And do I notice ATD popping up at all?
Okay. So you're looking back at the accounting records from the scriptorium.
Yes.
The accounting records for this land that this castle sits upon is apparently called Drake's Landing and Secruica. You glean from a casual perusal of the book that this castle once belonged to a king, though his name appears not in the records. The dates are not in ATD, they are in AJ.
Right.
If you
Hang on, Balkrog is outside, isn't he?
He's right here. Yeah.
Oh, Balkrog is like right there. I'm going to approach Balkrog.
Okay.
And go, we have found some documents. They are labeled ATD as in a signification of a time period or an event happened. Would you happen to know what that means?
Yes, I remember and know what it stands for. It is upsetting.
What does it stand for?
It stands for...
Revolution.
No. It stands for after total destruction.
Ah, fuck! I was close.
Uh,
Of this castle.
No, this castle was ruined in roughly 1074 AJ, though it was reconstructed and then ruined again after 1188 AJ. It was then reconstructed in 400 ATD.
ATD.
Yes.
Does that mean destruction of everything? Like, not of just this castle, but of everything, of the worldly planes.
No, it is less apocalyptic than that, though some may say that is untrue. ATD stands for when humanity and its kingdoms were destroyed by elven kind.
Nizak will look at Morgan, then quickly look back at Balkarog.
What kind of look was that? Am I something I would be glaring back at, or
More of like a side eye more than anything else.
Like don't
a,
don't blame me.
yeah, kind of like I didn't have any part of it. I don't think.
that happened? In my lifetime, the elves lost the war.
Different war.
They try again?
Yes. Aw,
oh, oh.
he better.
Why?
The reasons are apocryphal. It changes depending on who you ask and when you ask. Largely, it is mainly for insult.
Can we find more information in perhaps written text about this time?
There are codexes on other floors that will give you more information about this particular subject. The mistress was quite enamored with the period of upheaval for a number of years.
I'm just going to turn and start searching these like scrolls and letters for more dates ending in ATD.
Yeah, there are a few more. I mean, it's now you know what you're looking for. It's all over the place in here, where you'll have several dates leading up to a big blank period, and then they'll start being recorded again sometime into ATD.
Sorry just to clarify some timelines in my head, Mr. Belkarog. There, what you call BJ, how many years did that span?
If we're talking about the time period before Dark Justier, it technically could persist well before any record was written.
I suppose from the beginning of the elves to Dark Justier was how many hundreds? Several hundreds of years?
He thinks for a second, roughly 700 or so years.
And then how long was from Dark Justier to ATD?
He thinks for a second. Roughly 2,667 years.
Okay. Out of character, just to double check, elves, is it lifespan of elves? Is it right now like indefinite unless they're killed or sick or die?
Yes. Indefinite until
Okay.
they are killed, sick, or die. And they do not get sick very often.
Right.
That's true for both kinds of elves, unless you're talking about, unless a drow is left alone for too long, in which case they grow old and die on their own.
So it's 2,000. Do they speak of? I guess you said it was apocryphal. There's no record of who amongst the elven leadership was involved in this decision to restart the conflict?
Quite apocryphal. After a certain point, it did not matter anymore who started it.
Matters to me. I understand. Juril will return to the papers. It seems like they were incomplete. Sure, there's a huge drop in everything, but there are still people here and enough of a bureaucracy to make numbers about it. Is it because the elves decided to stop, or the humans moved beyond their reach?
They fought to a bloody stalemate, though the human leadership was all but destroyed. During the time period that you were referencing, the humans were allowed a level of independence under the auspices and control of Krunth. Krunth was also under the control, puppeted, as it were, by the Elven Empire. This kept the peace for a number of years.
Sorry, the kingdom Darchestia founded became a puppet empire of the Elven Empire?
Indeed.
When did this happen?
When it was destroyed.
Ah. So the humans that exist in this ATD now are just serfs for the Elven Empire.
More or less, if it could be called that. Though we do not exist in that time frame, as it were, now.
I'm sorry, I'm really struggling to wrap my mind about this. Is it because this is a course of events that has yet to happen, or will not happen because we've gone down a different path?
Has yet to happen. Has already happened. May not happen. Or will always happen.
We're out with the time period entirely, then.
In a fashion.
The great Panjandra was trying to do the math on that statement.
Belkorok says, you should speak with the mistress before trying to wrap one's mind around such subject. She will explain it in a fashion that will be understandable. I do not worry too much about when I am in time, just more with my duties.
Right. If I wanted to find out more about the elven nobility around this time, where would I look?
This castle may contain some apocryphal texts that might be of assistance in the library. However, they will not be of a factual record as far as a scientific approach is concerned.
I'm gonna go sit in a chair.
You
I'm not gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna go sit in a chair.
sit in the chair, kick your feet up, get comfortable.
I don't think that would be very polite of me to put my feet on the lady's table.
Olafina will have been all over this room already, I think, a few times. And will have settled in a chair, I think, over here. Maybe.
I suppose it also might be out with your purview, but is there a task we're supposed to achieve in this room beyond simply learning of these historical events and such?
He takes out a piece of paper from somewhere, and he looks at it, and one of his other legs brings up a quill from somewhere, and he checks off a thing, and he says, "No, that was the last item on the list." And he rolls it up, and then he...
The great Panjander is now trying to do the math on where he's keeping shit.
Sorry, you're coming in real garbled. What'd you say?
I said the great Panjander is now trying to do the math on where he's keeping that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah, just, just for shits and giggles.
I'm a little afraid of the answer I might find.
And that's an intimidation. Try again.
Was it? Oh. Right.
Yeah, he could be intimidating.
That's about the same, but so this is not something that you're a little afraid of the answer as you're curious about this, but you see as he goes to put away the inkwell, he makes the motion and it just disappears from his little grippy spider claws. So it just disappears in thin air. And the same thing with the piece of paper. He says, "That was the limit of what I was instructed to keep track of your progress in regards to your being here. I have duties to comply with other than that. So I believe the mistress would see you now if you were to try."
I appreciate that. I have one last question.
Of course.
Do you know why we're being told all of this? Why we're learning all of this? The mistress said something along the lines of us being involved in restructuring how death works, but does it mean that we're supposed to be making some kind of decision in that regard, and we need context, or are we just... I don't see the purpose to learning all of this history if we're simply trying to fix a machine or a kind of magic.
Context is important in all things. Perhaps it might seem wasteful, but trust that it is not. Knowing what happened and what will happen and what may continue to happen is very important. To understand the stakes in what you are going to be fighting against.
I am willing to accept that.
The mistress will have more context for you and what you're doing here and why.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, I have business to attend to. If you shall need me again, you just invoke my name. However, do not call me while you are fighting something of a horrific nature. I will not show up. My talents are limited in... They are not suited for fighting. And he skitters away.
We should have asked him when his bath time is, so we didn't call him then either.
Aw, you don't want him to come to bath time?
Think of how pissed he'd be if we were like, "Hey, we need you," and he shows up with a towel around his thorax.
Oh, we don't want to call him during his bath time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Got a shower cap on.
Yeah, a little shower cap, little toothbrush in one hand. Okay. Well, scene's yours again.
All right. If he said that we can go see the mistress again, then I think we should proceed.
Algarog said we could summon him by saying his name. So Rotek just looks up from the brazier, thinks a moment, and just like invokes the name Remy and waits.
Nothing happens.
Worth a shot. And then packs his stuff up, leaving behind a pile. Well, he doesn't leave behind a pile of wood shavings. He tosses the wood shavings in the brazier, and then packs up.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, provided the documents all sort of are talking about the same things in this room.
Essentially.
Jorah will start moving towards the.
I wish to take all the papers on top of the table.
Okay. You may add papers from the studium
Okay.
to your list, to your inventory. They do not add additional weight. You do not have to worry about encumbrance for those.
Alright.
You are a half pound away from being encumbered.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kind of sorting you guys.
You find a file cabinet of holding.
Yeah, if you want me to stop sorting you guys and you want to take control of yourselves, let me know. But I'm under the impression that you guys don't mind me moving you.
It does make it so we're not always standing on top of each other as we move through the halls.
Yeah. So.
What room are we in? Sorry,
You're in the
I think we're
studium. Studium. There's two I's in studium.
Ugh, sorry.
You're all right. Come on, team. While Nizak is doing adding his item, I will move the group behind Rotak.
what was HUD again?
After total destruction.
Total destruction, that was it. Thank you.
The doors are still locked.
I have stopped controlling you all, so you will have to move on your own.
No, I want to be cute.
I mean, I assume I'm still riding in Morgan's back. So.
What do we see?
Yeah, you trigger a pause button. I will execute the last moves that were on the board at that time. So.
Oh no. What the
Nothing?
fuck is that?
Okay.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my action.
Okay. So as you step on the balcony and see for the first time the state of the world, a sense of loss overcomes you. The expanse before you is chaos. Mountains jutting upwards, their roots ripped from the bosom of the earth and laid bare in the sky for any to see, slowly rotating. Chunks of rock covered in forest float by idly. The land far and wide is sundered and broken. The howling wind that the Comtesse had alluded to before rips on by in a swirling terror endlessly. You feel as though it will lift you from your feet and send you hurtling into the great beyond. It is a twisted, horrific version of the world you knew. There is no sun, there are no stars, there's only darkness and a pervading, eldritch, dim light that has colored everything. There is a distinct sense that you are being watched, and not by the figure at the end of the balcony. I need everyone to make a sanity saving throw for me, please.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
The first time of the campaign. Yay.
Yay!
Show me potato salad. That is not potato salad.
Oh, I'm hoping everyone fails. Oh, no, okay.
I'm having an identity crisis.
What's a sanity saving throw for her? Okay, so Joriel, you succeeded. Your mind immediately goes to, this cannot be your world. This is some horrific outer plane. This must be one of the hells, or the spectral realm. This place is wrong. Escape should be your priority. That's where your brain is at. Same for you, Panjandrum. This cannot be your world. This is some horrific outer plane. This must be one of the hells, or the spectral realm. This place is wrong. Escape should be your priority. The rest of you, the sense of loss overcomes you, and you look to the edge of the balcony. You wonder if you'll go spinning forever like that mountain if you jump off. An intrusive thought, you banish it from your mind. What would the others think if they knew you danced with the devil for but that heartbeat? Okay, who failed by more than 5? 1, 2, 3 of you. Okay, so Olafina, Rotak, and Nizak, despite yourself, you step towards the edge and stop. In your mind, you hear a deep, rumbling laughter, like the growls of 1,000 hungry beasts, and then a whisper, "Do it." As if to break you free from the grips of whatever is staring back at you from the darkness, you begin to hear the music that you heard first in your mind. Nope, not that one. This one. From when you were resurrected. It grounds you and returns you to the present. This is for all of you. You feel the marble beneath you. Your feet carry you to the extension of the balcony where the Comtesse leans upon the balustrade. A sense of warmth, belonging, and comfort comes over you. Let me just move you guys to where you're supposed to be. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. The wind feels as though it is trying to tear you from the balcony itself, but it no longer concerns you, not in her presence. And as that thought crosses your mind, you hear her voice. The maelstrom is trying to pull you to where your soul must go, but there is nowhere for it to go. It spins forever lost, pure twisting agony. It was once, aeons ago, a calm and gentle wind that would guide a soul to a place of eternity, the place crafted for you by fate. It exists. I have not seen it, but I have felt it. I know there is a way to get there, if only the door was unlocked. My reborn, I know I have wrought a great horror upon you, thrusting life upon you once again when you were but infinitesimal fragments of your former selves. smaller still than a mote of dust or light, so close to true oblivion. If there was truly nothing left, I would have not been able to bring you back. That small part of you that remained is the piece that wants to live. Mind that not for now, there is work to be done, and honesty to speak. If you can overcome the trials of the castle, you will be equipped to help me correct what has gone wrong here. She gestures to the world. Off in the distance, a mountain-sized chunk of rock in the sky crashes into another. The deafening thunder is heard moments later, shaking you to your core. She waits for it to end. The enemy will never be finished with us, and the fabric of the universe will not suffer their machinations for much longer. We are at the final end, and we have suffered so many. I can answer no questions about the nature of the threat we face, of the enemy, of what is wrong with us in the deepest core of us and the world. I cannot say what wrong they have wrought upon us like I can regarding what I have done to you. There is a curse that binds all of us to silence. I dare not speak further upon it until you know it yourselves. Once you have unlocked the secret for yourselves, you will be free to speak that truth. It is the one thing I cannot do, and because of that, myself and the other two, my brother and sister in arms, cannot overcome them. We need your help, your assistance. I beg you for it. And then she breathes. I will answer any query about the castle without ruining the trial. I will be forthright and honest to that limit. Understand that if we approach our foes without you having been truly tested and proven to the very edge of death's embrace, we will fail. If we fail, we won't have this to come to when we die. She gestures to the world around you. You will know you are ready when you can walk across the bridge and leave my home. So, how can I help?
I don't know if my question falls under the purview of what you can't answer, but what do you intend for us after, provided we succeed?
I would intend that after your success, you would want to help, regardless of what you believed before, and regardless of what you may want for yourself. My intention is that you will see the bigger picture, and that you will help regardless.
What is there left to do?
Find the truth first, and then we stop them. I know that's vague, but those are the things that I cannot speak on. The what and the why.
Could you show us where?
Clever. I can show you a picture of where. And she makes a movement with her hand, and springing forth into your mind is an image of a plunging darkness, a swirling abyss that is so deep and heavy that light does not escape from it. And in that plunging darkness, screams and laughter. The screams and laughter of thirsting demons and hungry gods. That's where they live, and where they come from, and where all of them are tied to.
Can I roll a religion check to kind of guess what exactly I'm seeing in my mind?
Sure, yeah.
I would like to do so as well.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do. Oops, sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna throw in a guidance.
Yeah.
24?
So 21.
21, yes.
Okay. Just waiting for Lee's roll. 19. Okay. Morgan, you have a little bit more of a context around imagery about this. The lightless place, the crushing abyss. It has many names, but the one that is its most pervasive is Vextarak, the Deep Dark. It is one of the screaming hells.
That's where we need to go.
That is where the enemy is. For your question.
And to stop them.
We may have to go there.
I'm gonna need a minute. I'm just like kind of trying to. I'm like pacing and like having my hand to my head and just thinking and thinking and thinking.
How many times have we tried this?
She looks at you very tired. How many times have I tried this, or... And she circles you six with her finger.
Have you tried this with others then?
I have tried for so long that I have lost count.
You have pulled us back here to try this before. This is not our first time.
No, this isn't your first time. This may be your third.
Have we failed last time?
Yes. Here in the castle, you've never made it out before.
Oh no.
Things have changed. However, a couple of you are new. The existence of a couple of you wasn't a thing until recently. In a manner of speaking.
We will need more allies and power to get where we need to go.
Yes. That is true.
Then we will find them.
Maybe they've already been found.
And we'll find them again. Rotek is fiddling with something in his hands. I'm gonna have him sidestep Nizak to approach the contest unless she stops him. To hand it to her.
Okay.
And it is a small wooden carved figure of a Scaldi. It's the only one he managed to finish from his time in the little room.
Oh, that's...
How many of these do you have?
How many Scaldi? Or how many of this object?
This.
This is the first one.
Good. That's it. He leaves it at that.
Okay. She looks like she understands.
Well, I have a question that might not be related to the curse that'll prevent you from speaking.
Of course.
Why did Beth care so much about Dart Justier?
Why did Death care about Dart Justier so much?
Yes.
She sighs for a moment. There are things about Dart I cannot speak. But what I can say about him is he took the last name he took for good reasons. Even if everything he did was not morally upright. He wanted for everyone what I want for everyone.
His last name, as in the name we know him by, or he called himself something else?
No, that's the name that we all know him by. He chose that. Of justice.
Ah.
He chose that. That's what he wanted for everyone. That's where he believed that humanity came from, and that's where they did come from. They were made by it. But for all that he embodied that was good, there was much evil he did. He was complex, like many. But he wants the same things, or wanted the same things that I want, which is a place for everyone. And to return what has been robbed of you.
So he was in all this. He knew what you know.
She nods.
Did he know it when he was alive?
She nods again.
Well, fuck. So we grow in power, we grow in understanding, and eventually we're strong enough to meet whatever standard you have to leave this place, and you send us into Vexterac to, what, kill the demons there? Bargain with them?
There are many steps between crossing the bridge and venturing to Vexterac or other extraplanar places. Whether or not we need to go there at all or not remains to be seen. But that is the gist of it. You leave the castle. And by leaving the castle, you have proven yourselves capable. And then it would just be not just anything. It would be a long series of trials, the longest war that has been fought for the longest time. We have been fighting this for aeons. Just the three of us.
The other visitor last night, she told us not to mention her presence, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Who are the others? Your brother and sister?
She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. They are both technically my ancestors. After some serious delving into genealogies and family trees. The man, Morris de Alenmort, he's something special. And so is Danica. She is the oldest of us. But she is also, I would say, to her face, she is the most jaded and has come the closest to giving up. And that's who they are.
Ugh.
That was a groan, she says.
No, sorry, I'm still kind of sniffly for being sick.
Oh.
I'm just also still kind of pacing. How are we gonna get there? What are we like? We need to be more powerful in the simplest terms, really.
Don't worry about getting there yet. Worry about getting out of the castle.
You mentioned we might fight gods. Is the god of death one of them?
The best way to put it is he is doing his best to help us. But he is bound by rules. The way that life and death work, they are indiscriminate. They do not care whether or not you believe it is your time, right? They will take you and either bring you into the world or take you from it, regardless of what you want. At the same time, death, fate, has a plan. There is an eventual end for everyone, and that eventual end is its jurisdiction. And it has been grievously wronged by what the state of current affairs are. What you believe to be the natural order is not the natural order. This spectral realm, in such a horrific state that it is not the way it was supposed to be. This, and she gestures again at the world around you, is the real world that we live in. The physical plane is a mirror of it, not the other way around. When you look out there and you see the chaos, that is what is truly happening to your world. It is holding on by the barest of threads. And it will crumble.
So the lives we lived were what? Illusions?
The lives you lived were the lives you lived. And when you die, you are supposed to come here and go to the places that are made for you.
I wouldn't question your methods, but if we're to get out of the castle, to confront any number of the things that we need to confront. Well, how much time do we have, and what can we actually... look, I don't... not looking for compliments or pity or anything. I was a courier.
Mm-hmm.
My most notable accomplishment is surviving being face to face with Darkjustier, uh, which I did by running very fast. What exactly is supposed to change, unless it's escaping the capsule process, what's going to take several hundred years during which I have time to learn, I don't know, magic or combat or something like that. How else are we supposed to actually get strong enough to actually do anything? How much time do we have?
As for how much time you have, Belkarog tells me you're the one who's been doing a lot of asking about time itself, and where we are in it. We are between the end and the beginning right now. As it goes, usually, things are ended sometime around... probably... Probably 600 ATD is roughly around when they ended. And they started up right before the returning of the elves. Usually they started around... oh... yes, right when the elves are made. We've done this a lot.
A lot of heavy listing. Sorry.
She says, we've done this a lot, where we try something, they don't like it, things go out of control, and then they, as Danica puts it, flip the card table and demand that we start over. Like the petulant children that they are. So we've done this a lot. We are between when the table gets... well, we are after when the table gets flipped, but we're before things being put the way they're supposed to be again.
Right.
As for how much time you have, time is irrelevant right now. It doesn't matter. We have endless time, or we have no time at all. We are in a space that things don't count down right now, because in this liminal space that we're in, this spectral realm, once they've flipped the table, he's in charge. Fate is in charge again, and he can do whatever he wants. He can make it take as long as he wants. So we have as long as we need. But this is the last time, because if the table flips again, it will break. It will be utterly destroyed. There will be nothing left to put back together.
So, I guess we all pick a area of study and spend several thousand years getting good at it?
It won't take you that long, Joriel. It's not going to take you that long. You have hidden talents that you're not aware of. You just have to be pushed to let them out. The last time you went through this, you got very powerful. Unfortunately, One of Danica's traps caught you by surprise. So, be
Be
vigilant.
on lookout for traps. Understood.
Be vigilant and trust that you have more to yourself than just a courier. There was a Scaldi once who believed he was just a courier, and he went on to save the lives of hundreds of people in a war that made no sense at all. If a Scaldi courier can be a hero and save hundreds of people, you can too.
Rotak has no idea who this Scaldi is, but he's still like puffing up with pride just hearing about it.
Yeah. You've been rather quiet, and she points to you, Isaac. Not really points, but gestures to you. Do you have anything to ask me?
No.
Do you understand?
Really? Nothing?
No. It seems if asking questions is the real questions I wish to ask, you can't answer.
You could ask in a roundabout sort of way, like I did.
The answers to the questions that you want to ask that I cannot answer are all in the castle. I have laid the clues out for you in the art and in the books and in the statuary and in the rugs and in all the things. You will piece it together by the time you leave, hopefully. So those questions will eventually be answered by the castle itself. You have nothing else to ask then, Isaac?
No, Zach shakes his head.
She walks up to you, puts her hand on your shoulder, and says, "You are a good son." He's not my son. This is relax.
I'm like eyeing between them. Like, is there like a family resemblance?
No, there's no family resemblance between them, but she's speaking culturally. She said, she says, "You are a good son."
Why do you do this to me?
And
For a second, but I thought we were getting a meter bagger.
I am your father. Oh, what does a 9 mean?
He begins to sob uncontrollably. Congratulations. Well done. You happy with yourself now?
Oh, what the?
And she says, "Nothing," and she pats you on the shoulder. And she proceeds to walk away. And says, "I believe you all have earned a rest. And then you will fight. And then you will leave this floor."
I have one more question.
Oh. Of course.
These gods that we heard laughing, talking, they can talk. The gods can talk, yes?
Yes.
And we can talk to them.
Indeed.
And can we talk to the god of death that is helping us?
No.
Can
Trust.
he hear us?
He can. It is not because you're not good enough or because you are inadequate in some fashion or because some rite hasn't been observed. I want you to understand, Rotak. It is because of the way he functions. I cannot speak to him. He cannot see me. I am invisible to him.
We are not dead.
You are not dead, and I am both dead and not. But he cannot see me because of something else. He has forgotten me. But
Plausible deniability?
that gives me a lot of leeway into doing whatever I can about a lot of things. As for you, he will not see you. Well, he will see you always. But you will not feel his embrace and have a chance to speak with him until it is your time. He has appointments to keep. And that is the truth of it. He cannot be around all the time to speak to you at your whim. He will speak to you when it is time for you to speak to him. And that is it.
Rotak takes from this that he's listening, though.
Yes. Remember, Rotek, he's always there. You may be seconds away from meeting him at any given moment. So, live your life like that is about to happen. Anything else?
If we wish to speak to you again, how do we do that?
I'll be around, but you can always ask. And maybe I'll have time to talk with you about something. But Belkarog will be here for you, and so will Clive. And through them, I will be here for you all the time. But I cannot fight your battles for you, and I cannot extricate you from your traps, and I cannot interfere in the puzzle solving of this place. Those are the rules. If I were to do so, then it would not be fair, and if it is not fair, you will fail. So. But if you wish to speak again about just the weather or something else, such as some passage you read in a book, well, you are free to find me and ask me about that. I will be about the house. This is where I live, after all.
Okay.
And she nods. Panjandrum, the Great, did you have anything?
Handjandrum's got his eyes covered by pressing his face against Morgan's back because he doesn't want to look out at the thing.
Oh. Do you miss the fur?
Yes.
Maybe later.
No questions. The great Handjandrum has no questions.
Okay, Panj. If you do have questions later, though, I am around.
Okay.
And she continues her walk.
I like how Morgan in werewolf form is now a possum, and Pange is just the baby possum clinging to her fur.
Aww. Yes.
Okay, you guys are free to move about.
Do we see this bridge that was being mentioned?
No. You do not. Though now that you're outside, you do realize that this side of the map is north. and this side of the map is east.
Like the corner is east?
No, like if you're looking at the squares of the map, this edge, this one, is north.
Gotcha.
Yeah, north is left.
Can I roll scavenger to see if there's anything outside for me to pick up?
Sure. Loot goblin.
Did someone say loot donkey? Hee haw.
With a 15, you find uh, a piece of charcoal that is perfectly pressed and shaped and that has never been used.
Hmm.
Uh, do do you guys want to get going, or do you want to sightsee more?
Yeah, without Olafina to just run off.
Oh yeah, that's pretty canon. Have her run off and do her own thing, and then get into trouble, and then we run after her.
Okay.
Let's go rest. Apparently, there's a fight coming up.
Didn't we just? Oh wait, did we finish the rest?
Well, no, we've not taken a long rest yet.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I feel pretty good? Question mark.
I believe you guys did take a long rest technically. But basically this is the next phase is a boss fight. And if you are ready for that boss fight, great. If not, you may take a long rest now. This disclaimer is not going to happen at any other point in this campaign. So this is your free boss fight warning.
Can we quick save?
Yes, this is your quick save, is what this is.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Take
In
a
which
long
case, if
rest.
we had just taken a long rest, then I was not aware because I have not hit the button. But
I think that's what this was over here.
okay.
Yeah, as you guys
Okay.
were attempting.
I do. There was a whole night thing. You're right.
Yeah,
What the hell does it
Here's
look
a
like over
question.
here on the burnt section?
it looks like something exploded there. What were you saying, Brian?
How, like, what is the time it takes to copy spells from other people's spell books?
Oh yes, to do so, it's just like your regular feature because you're a wizard. So I think it's like an hour for every level and a certain amount of gold for every level of a thing. So it would just be what you have in your regular features for learning spells. So you're an evocation wizard, so you can copy evocation spells much more cheaply if you've got that feature.
Vacation Savant. I believe it's half the normal speed or like you do it in half the time, half the cost.
Yeah. So first
So if we
level.
wanted to share spells,
Go ahead.
if we wanted to share spells,
Yeah.
because we've got multiple wizards.
Yep. Yeah, I think you both have Rhymes Binding Ice. That's what you wanted. You wanted Rhymes Binding Ice and I forgot to give you your two
Out of
spells.
daggers.
I have a general question for everybody. Does anybody want to become big? Like big? Or small?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I
More
can get enlarge for
Ah.
somebody.
I just you're ask you're asking if a Scaldi whose entire sense of like social power is based on size wants to get big.
Yeah. The answer's yes.
Rotak hearing the question, anyone want to get big? Rotak's just like, yes. Does it serve him any function, like metagame wise, for his class features? Absolutely not. Does he
like-
want it anyway? Yes.
Like, sweetheart, I hear you, I acknowledge you, but it's better for somebody else for this particular instance.
Oh, sad Scally
Rotak just
sounds.
droops. His ears, his spine, his tail, everything just droops.
Could you? No, don't do this to me. I promised you fur.
It's a different guy.
It's a
Okay, I
different
promised somebody
Panjandrum
fur.
fur.
Sorry.
It's a different lizard wizard.
No, wait.
It's the lizard wizard, not the non-wizard lizard.
Stop.
Well, technically, in large, it's you advantage on strength checks and saving throws, but then weapon attacks just get an extra D4, so he gets the same benefit as everybody else, really,
That's true.
because it's not strength attacks.
I hear. Yeah. It's just I think for somebody that hits harder normally anyway, physically, might be better. Like Nizak or Joriel.
Well,
I was gonna say.
I think that whoever can make the most number of attacks gets the best benefit from it.
Are each one of you is a fighter?
Oh,
No. Oh.
Zuriel's a cleric.
Joriel's a cleric who doesn't know he's a cleric.
Oh, okay. Then I would just give it to Nizak then.
Yeah, Nizak's the stab him guy.
Yeah, stand in front of everybody and take the brunt of whatever the hell is going on.
So if I make you large, I literally can't say no.
I literally have no say in this matter. You can do what you want. I literally have no say.
Well, you can make a con save to resist.
You could just say no. I'm like, okay.
Good.
Remember, everyone, do not make someone a size larger without their consent.
That's funny.
Magic is supposed to be done to others with consent.
We don't kink shame body transformation, just do it with consent.
Right.
I
Oh,
see what
okay.
you're saying, and fireball.
All right. If you guys would like to move on, we certainly can.
Yep.
Indeed.
This leaves you to only one fight on this floor that you have not done.
We've done everything else, haven't we?
Yes, you have technically done everything else. That was the condition for unlocking this door. So
Okay.
So this door that you guys had passed through here, you had to do everything else first.
Before we could open, was it this door here?
Yes, this door is now technically unlocked if you wish to go through it. If you've already had a long rest, I believe. So if you
Yep.
At this point, there's really no benefit to going upstairs.
Unless anyone's encumbered and wants to drop stuff off.
Right. So, which I don't believe anyone is. So.
No, I'm like on the precipice of being so.
All right, Chef, I see you. Then I believe we will go through here now.
Oh, yeah, this is a boss arena if I've ever fucking seen one.
No, really? No.
Hold on. I fixed my spells during the long rest, and I want to imbue everybody with Long Strider. Can I do that?
You certainly can.
Cool. Everybody's gonna become faster now. Smile.
Oh, I do go crazy with Long Strider, actually.
What's your
I-
usual movement as is?
My normal movement speed is 45 feet, and my dash, let me figure out what the hell my dash is. Because I have a feature that, I have quadratic scaling on my dash based on movement speed.
Because I'm a lunatic, and I designed these things because I'm a lunatic.
Alright, so how do we fix it organically? Can I just change movement temporarily?
Yeah, you just write down what your new movement is, and
Okay.
let me know.
40. It's 40. Was 30. Now 40.
So everybody gets plus 10 to their movement
Yes.
speed? Okay, so
Okay. Just remember.
How are you doing that?
Long Strider spell.
Is that just one spell for everyone?
Long
Let's
Strider.
see. Long Strider is, let's see, I want to do it on Nizak because he's my favorite child right now. Just kidding. He has apparently have parent issues.
Stop that. I've lived for hundreds of years without being told I'm a good boy. How do you think that works on someone's psyche?
So you can, it's a one individual target. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can get an additional person, and it's not concentration, so you can do it as many times as you have spell slots.
That's fair.
So 2 2nd levels would put it on the 4 of the rest of you.
Well,
I do not
that
need
would
it.
be all your 2 2nd levels. How long does it
No.
last?
I'm not gonna use my 2nd level spell. I use my 1st level spell, and it lasts until the spell ends. So this is long rest.
Yep. Duration 1 hours.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Just maybe I'll just do the one. Just Nizak.
Okay. Nizak
Fair
gets
enough.
plus 10 feet. So
We don't want to find out how silly
12
mode I
feet now.
can go with speed boosts.
maybe later.
Seduce me.
Seduce me. Maybe later.
Isaac gets plus 10 feet. He's on his way to being a centipede. He has 12 feet now.
This is a weird feeling. I'm not sure I'm all here for it, but here we are.
All
You
right.
feel quicker, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Feel fast. Why do I feel fast?
It's fact as fuck, boy.
All right, you guys.
Everything's slightly blurry.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Sure. Do we want to? How long does the how long does the enlarge last?
It's a
If it
concentration.
lasts more than 4 hours, consult the doctor.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
will
is the
finish.
concentration spell?
It's 1 minute.
Oh,
I guess I'll just put it on
So-
you when you engage.
sounds good.
Yeah, 1 minute's 10 rounds. So if this fight lasts longer than 10 rounds, you're all dead.
We're in danger.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I would like to do a where is it? Perception?
Perception.
Yeah, perception. Yeah, we'll do that. I just want to see what's around, what's going on. Well, that's foreboding as fuck.
You are confident there's nobody in this room. She lied to you. There's no boss fight.
As we're stepping through the door, I would like to bless, I'd say Nizak, Rotak, and Pange.
Okay. Blessings to you.
So 1d4 on attacks and saves.
Okay.
Okay.
Rotak,
Rotek did a perception check, 24.
I saw. Rotak, you see a ledge up here that leads to a dark space. It could be an alcove. You see one equally over here. And then you've noticed that there's one above you as well.
Oh.
Rotek points to the alcoves. I think those knights might come back. They're probably going to trap us once we all enter this room.
I have a personal vendetta.
We're not going to be trapped in here with them. They're going to be trapped in here with me.
Yes.
Alright, take a step forward.
I'm gonna ready an action.
Mm-hmm.
When an enemy appears, I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
Oh, door closed. Yay! I love
Ready
it.
one as well if I still have the opportunity.
Sure.
I am also going to cast a spell when an enemy appears within my range.
Mm-hmm. Roll initiative.
I mean, I don't
Look, look.
I don't know if that gives me the ability to shoot them before initiative order. I hope it does, but maybe it won't.
No, you're rolling initiative now.
I was talking on my sock, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, it's been so long. How do I do initiative again? I'm sorry.
It's on
Click
your
on the top.
yeah, it's on your character sheet. You go to
Just click her portrait at the top of the screen.
Ah, cool. Yep, that'll do it. Yep. I'll just. Thank you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Rotak, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm reading through some stuff. Do we see anything?
Nope.
Cool. Brotek's gonna walk to the center by the brazier to get sight, and then just have that ready to action of, I'm gonna shoot something.
Sure. Olafina is going to take cover by this pillar. Draw her sword. And wait. A crash as this knight reaches the floor.
Well.
It says nothing, draws its trident, spins it, and charges.
You fool.
That is its movement and action. Nizak, your turn.
Alrighty
Do I
then.
get my ready? Do I get my ready shot?
Yes, you do.
Is it a problem now that it's in melee engaged in Isaac?
No.
Okay.
Alright, Nizak.
You want to roll your shot first?
That's what I'm looking for, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you get your arrow knocked, you get him lined up, you got a good shot, you fire, the arrow hits him and explodes into 1,000 pieces. It shatters across on his armor.
I like that.
Remember, also, it wouldn't have made a difference this time, but adding a d4 to all of your attacks.
Yay.
Ah, yes.
And
Alrighty then.
saves.
Let's go.
23 hits.
Jeez.
Nine points of damage. You swing your battle axe, get a good bite into his armor underneath the arm. End of your turn.
That'll be the end of my turn, you big metal walking tin can.
Crash. And charge.
Uh-oh.
Does Olafina get a attack of opportunity on that passing?
Yes, she does. Make her swing. Nat 20.
Okay.
For 12.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Pans, your turn.
All right. I am still writing on.
Are you still riding on Morgan's shoulders?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So this thing is right there next to my friends. Probably don't want to drop a fireball on them or anything. mostly because I don't have a fireball.
Sorry, I'm deciphering what you're saying a moment later because you're coming in pretty garbled. I think your mic might be out of alignment or something. But all I heard was, I don't want to drop a fireball on the party. Mostly because I don't have fireball.
Exactly what I said, yeah.
I don't want anybody to miss that.
So I'm firebolting the guy.
Okay.
Oh, music. Nope.
It'll change every once in a while.
There we go.
Just so
Yeah.
I don't go insane.
I don't think I need to worry. Like targeting.
Oh, 16 misses.
I look disappointedly at his scorch mark on my firebolt hit.
You were blessed. Plus 1d4.
You gotta roll 2 to hit him.
Ooh.
Roll a 2.
How about
Oh, you still miss.
a 17?
No, that's still miss. Sorry.
I feel disappointment as a bonus action.
Oh. All right, Joriel, your turn.
All right. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Targeting him. We'll start with Sacred Flame. Does it prompt you to make the dex save, or
It does.
okay?
Big 20.
No damage, alas. And then bonus action, because it's not concentration, I'm going to put up Sanctuary on myself.
Sure. End of turn?
Yep. Actually, no, sorry. End of turn is going to be moving here.
Okay. Crash. Okay, this Onyx armored knight crashes between Morrigan and Joriel and Nizak, wielding a halberd, and then as it goes to lift it off its shoulders, it takes a wide stance and spins. Those of you within 10 feet of it need to make a saving throw.
What kind?
Oh, that's actually most of you. Includes Pants. Yes, this is a strength saving throw, DC 13.
Add a d4.
This can't possibly go bad.
I have parried this. Now watch, you filthy casual.
Well, you're not knocked prone or pushed back. Okay, so Pange, you rolled a 13. The 13 saves, so you only take half of 10. So you take 5.
I got a 5, so I get
You get 10. Why do you have 17?
Because I brought it down to
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that
Gotcha.
for you.
I thought it was already 17. I was going to go edit it.
No.
No, you're fine. Okay. 5 for Nizak.
Yep.
So you should be at 31. And 10 for Joriel. You should be at 17. So concentration checks, Joriel and Morrigan. You two are the only two that failed, so you're pushed back 10 feet and also knocked prone.
So I got a question. So with an armor class of 18, that still hits, yeah? Is that just like an automatic hit?
Oh, as from a saving throw, yes. So saving
Okay,
throws are like you're either they're save or suck, basically. So if you don't meet the threshold or beat the threshold, you something bad happens to you. If you meet the threshold or beat the threshold, either it's not as bad or nothing happens. For this particular thing, it's not as bad.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm with it now. Thank
you're
you.
with it now.
I don't know why he's asking for a concentration, because I'm not concentrating on anything right now.
Oh, okay.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, the spider
assumed that it-
concentrating? Excuse me, what?
I don't know why it was doing that. What were you saying, Panch?
I assumed that if Morgan got knocked back, I also get knocked back, but like, do I land on my feet?
Yeah,
On my roll.
we'll say you land where you are on your feet.
Okay.
Okay. That is the end of this one's turn. Morgan, your turn.
Getting up is my action, right?
It's half your movement. So it's only half
Okay.
your movement.
Okay, so I get up, and then how much movement do I have left?
You will have 15 feet left.
Is that enough to get to Nizak? Do I have to touch him to enlarge him, or is it...
If it's a
From a
touch
distance.
spell, yes. So enlarge
Range 30 feet.
is a yeah. There you go. So you could just cast it from the floor if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna scream out Nizak's name, like, Nizak! And then just imbue all of the power from it to make him larger.
Okay.
Do I want to increase my size up to large?
These jokes make themselves.
There we go. I encompass the knight.
So now you're just a big, large Nysak.
Okay. Then I move away from...
You're a Megazord.
I'm taking... Wait, if I got prone, then... Are you still riding me? Yes, probably not.
No,
Can I grab him and run away with him?
to carry him away, I would call that you need to spend action economy to do that because he's another player.
Okay.
If he was
Then...
if he was a real little boy, you could do it. But yeah, no, he's a player.
Why is that on me? Wait, why is that on me? I want to move. What is this?
You're in make AoEs mode, not on move myself mode.
Oops. I want to move away. Move away. Bye.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
I don't think I have a bonus, do I?
You usually don't. Not for a while. You got some bonus.
Magic Stone is a bonus.
It is a cantrip.
I want to whack the knight that hit me with a magic stone.
Sure.
Target? Can I see target?
You can
Target.
You can hover your mouse over him and hit T.
Thank you for reminding me.
There are a bunch of different ways to target, but that's the fastest way.
Still getting used to this system.
That's all right.
Clicking on it is not letting me do it.
Let me see. Okay, that works. 18 doesn't, or 17 doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. Then my turn.
Okay. Rotak.
It's stabby time. Switching to his blade. Gonna move. Oh, come on, no, move. Don't ping. Gonna move here to flank this knight.
Mm-hmm.
Now target the knight. And stab him.
All right, you do get advantage.
With advantage, because.
Flank.
Yeah.
Yeah, flanking.
Plus 1d4. Oh, I didn't write the 1d4 in.
You have to put the
Well-
1d4 in the situational.
Yeah.
That hits. 19 hits.
Yeah, because I can't get a critical anyway, right? Yeah, okay. But it is a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. That's piercing damage, right?
I believe so.
Okay, he gets 2 hit.
It's a rapier, so I would assume so.
He gets 2 hit points back from shaft stop. Oh, what was he at? 38 minus that. Okay. There we go. Yeah. You find that when you stab him with your piercing weapons, not doing as much damage. His armor is resisting it physically. Its construction is built to resist piercing attacks. Your damage isn't halved, it's flat reduced by 1.
Is that 1 each for the sneak attack and the rapier roll, or just 1 total?
1 each for the sneak attack and the rapier roll.
Oh, okay. So he takes 11 total then.
Yeah. Don't forget, you guys do have a +3, 2 +3 bonuses.
Can we use those after a roll is made?
Yes.
So we could say add it to Morrigan's magic stone?
You could, yes. But
or other things. We'll remember that for the future.
Yeah, only the current roll, even if the result has been determined. So you could add 3 to this sneak attack for 9. 9 total for the sneak attack, as an example.
Yeah, I think I'll save it for now.
Yeah, these are bonuses that you all should agree on when to use them. They are for everybody. Cantrip. And she misses. It's now this Golden Knight's turn.
Destroy. Please.
He's going to use his trident on, let's see, he's going to use it on Nizak. Nizak hit him. 22 hits.
Well.
6 points of damage to Nizak. And there is no valid target behind him. That's the first attack. Second attack. 23 hits.
Ooh.
7 damage. And third attack. Is that another 7? Jesus.
14 hits?
Oh, no, it doesn't. No. 14 misses. Yeah, so you do parry the last attack. Nizak, it is now your turn.
Well. That wasn't very kosher. As a matter of fact, that was very anti-kosher. So, I'm just going to kind of sit there, because I'm assuming I tower over him at this point.
You're about 10 or so feet tall now. Yeah, you tower over him a bit.
I'm going to just stare into his empty dark plate through his visor. I'll bonk him on the fucking noggin.
Okay. A noggin boggin.
So, I'm also going to smite him, because I'm sick of this shit.
No, only say that if you're going to hit. So...
Yeah, we'll do it, but that's the intention.
Okay.
Attack. Just some full copy and paste. Never mind.
Oh, roll a
you got
d4.
flanking bonus, don't you?
You do have a flanking bonus, and you should... Yeah, you should. So you should roll that again, just because you do have the potential for that because of advantage.
Okay. So it's 1d4 with advantage. Did you say?
Yep. With it, this roll would be your advantage roll.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah,
It's even worse anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that's your attack.
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
worth
open to a
applying-
+3.
Yeah. If it lets you get a smite off.
Now that would let you get a
Actually-
smite off.
I might save it because I'm gonna set up for. I'm gonna use my curse to make someone vulnerable. So the next time around you're about to smite, maybe we do it.
Yep. Sure.
Okay.
So do I roll damage or do I roll the smite?
You don't roll anything because you missed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, 16 misses. I believe the group has a consensus on let's not use the +3 right now because Joriel's going to put vulnerability on one of them, and then when you do go to hit them and hit them, when you smite them, you'll do double damage instead.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's just maximizing our benefits move.
All right.
So end of your turn.
Yep.
It's a Platinum Knight's turn now. He takes his maul, and he's going to go ahead and move towards Joriel. This way. Nizak, if you would like, you may make an attack of opportunity against the Platinum Knight.
I would definitely like to do that. Yes.
Okay.
Do I get a 1d4 on this as well, or is
Yes. Yes, you.
Oh.
Yes, you do. That does hit with a 23.
that up?
Okay, 7 points of damage. He's going to use his Crushing Wave.
Make a wisdom save
Okay.
if he's attacking me.
Well, it's an AoE. Does that count?
I guess no, it doesn't.
Okay, it's going to hit both you and Olafina. So you guys need to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, that's a failure.
I mean,
DC was 13.
I mean, you're targeted.
She succeeds. You, Joriel, will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and Olafina takes 6. I don't believe you can use Sanctuary on AoEs.
Yeah, it says air effect's not a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does get a bit muddy when they're still targeting me with a weapon directly.
Yeah, but he's not hitting you with it.
Yeah.
He hits the ground with it, and a wave of crushing force comes off of it. That's what the tooltip says. The Platinum Knight attacks with his maul, sending a wave of crushing force out ahead of him for a 30-foot line. Those in the area of effect must make a dexterity saving throw. So he's not trying to hit you, he's hitting the ground in front of you. So you take 12. And that brings us to Pange.
Alright, so the first thing that I do is check to make sure Morgan's alright.
She seems okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of a big cut, but yes.
Oh, he's only like 10 feet. Alright. I am going to go ahead and try another fireball on this. Hopefully this works. Why does it not doing my fireball? Give me my fireball. Oh.
Fi- Firebolt.
All good for bless concentration.
There you go.
Is that me? There it is.
There it goes. A little bit of lag, spawn 2 of them, but you only get to attack with 1, unfortunately.
Aww.
No.
13 plus 4, right? Yes, we'll get that.
Yeah, I think you roll a d4 with it. You cannot hit him with that. Yeah, 15's gonna miss.
And Jerem's just gonna like look at his hands and grumble, and then he's going to pull out his sword, and he's like pulls it out a little way, gets a hold of the flat part of the blade, pulls it out a little more, and like works it out of its sheath because it's too long for him.
All right. That brings us to Joriel.
All right. Well, this kind of sucks, but I do have a way out of it. Remembering how fucking terrified he was facing down Dark Justia and how fucking fast he ran, he's going to use one of his innate abilities, the Zephyr Strike. So until the spell ends, he doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. And so he's going to spend half of his movement down to like 20. He's going to basically spend 20 feet of his movement to stand up. Then he's going to use the second part of the spell, which is once before the spell ends, I get advantage on an attack roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it to cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh.
There's that spell.
Reach out and touch faith, I think is what I want to go with this time.
And get advantage.
Oh, and that hits. On the money.
Lovely. So it does an extra 1d8 force damage.
Uh, 17. It collapses into a pile of useless scrap.
Joriel basically just stands up, produces the mirror in one hand, cuts his hand on it, and grabs the thing by like the collar, and it just starts to rust and corrode as though it's like aging thousands of years in a moment. And then because my movement speed is added 30 feet to it, I still have I spent 20 feet, so 30 plus 25 is 55 feet. I'm going to
Get the fuck out of there.
run the fuck away. Yeah. Where do I want to run?
Anywhere but here.
I'll start going here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything bad?
Nope.
Cool, then I'm gonna continue to here.
Okay. End of turn?
Yes. Oh, yeah, sorry. I spent my action doing that thing, so I wasn't able to lay down the curse. Sorry.
It's gonna move up to you, Pange. It's gonna swing at you with its halberd. It hits with a 15. And it will deal 12 points of damage. It's going to try to grapple you for its next attack. So you need to make a... I think it's going to hit you first. I might be in my own head a little bit. Hold on. Let me just think for a second. Grapple attacks... It's a contested roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's athletics or acrobatics to resist.
Yes. So he's going to make his athletics check. So you have an acrobatics or an athletics check to resist. Oh, balls, an 8.
I am slightly better off.
You wiggle out of his grasp. So he swings at you, cuts you, and he goes to reach you. Gets his hand on your shoulder. You slip out of the way. And he's kind of looks a little confused there for a second, and he goes to grab you again. So he's going to try this again. Because he does get 3 attacks. Oh my god. 10. Okay. Slippery as hell. Just whoop! Right out of his grip. Man, I was gonna do one of those slam against the floor, like by his tail kind of deals, but apparently not. Morgan, your turn.
Oh boy.
There are 2 left.
I am going to... Let's see. I'm assuming Nizak's on the suit right next to him.
Yeah.
He's looking fine, I'm assuming, so I'm going to take my attention to the Pangendrum.
Okay.
Pange. And I'm going to whack the suit attacking him with a guiding bolt.
With the Kamehameha of cleric spells, the guiding bolt.
This might be a silly question, but ever since we had to basically start this game without all the stuff from the beginning, like I don't know how to cast the spell anymore.
Okay. So you target your foe, like you have done. You go into your sheet, and then you click on the image for your sheet.
Okay. I see it.
So for Guiding Bolt, image for your sheet, you click on the image for the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that should do a pop-up for you.
I see it, yeah. I'm going to try a second level spell to deal extra damage.
Okay.
Get him off of him. Do attack.
And then over in the chat, it'll pop up the card like it has. Yeah. And you gotta click.
Oh, I can't guidance it. I was like, can I? No, I can't.
No, you can't, because it's, yeah.
Please, 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 please. Oh, for the love of...
15 misses.
I'd say this is worth a +3.
+3?
Because that'll take you to exactly to it. We have 2. I'd say this is worth it, if everyone else agrees. Guiding Bolt's a lot of damage, and it gives advantage to the next attack. It's a... yeah.
Yeah, I would
go for it.
Yeah, I would say so.
All in favor?
Seems that way.
Okay.
Okay, that is converted into a hit. So roll damage for me.
Oh my god.
12. Imagine if you crit on that bad boy. That would be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6.
Oh, I wish. Oh, please, for one day, please.
12 points of damage, and he's shiny. You can... Your next attack on him is an advantage.
Do I knock the helmet off of him at least?
You blow a hole in it.
Oh.
And there's just like black smoke kind of coming out of it.
Shot through the heart.
And it stumbles for a second there. End of your turn.
Yes.
Rotak.
Which one did you guiding bolt on? The onyx one?
Yes.
Yes, the black one.
Gotcha, okay. Well, I'm gonna stab the golden boy.
Yeah, you have advantage on this because of the flanking. $25 hits.
I like that they were both 15s.
They were both 15s. Uh, 6 points of piercing damage, refunding 1. And then 3 points of sneak attack, piercing damage, refunding 1.
And then I'm going to use my new ability that I forgot last time.
Uh-huh.
Whales from the Grave.
Ooh.
And targeting the Onyx Knight. Is within 30 feet of the first creature. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice for level rounded up. Second creature takes necrotic damage equal to roll total as wails of the dead sound around them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a d6.
Cool.
So he takes 3 unmitigated.
Rotak stabs this knight, and as he does so, channels just the power of death as these wails of ghosts and spirits rise up and claw at the Onyx Knight.
It seems undisturbed, but who knows what else it has seen in this castle. However, you have done damage to it. So that's the end of your turn.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Oop. Olafina, she is going to shoot at the Onyx Knight. It looks like you guys have the Gold Knight in the bag. She's going to try to blast with Ray of Frost.
She gets advantage.
Yes, she does. 20 hits. For 6 points of cold damage and reduces his speed by 10 for 1 round. It is now the Golden Knight's turn. He is going to attack Rotak with his drilling trident. First attack misses. Second attack hits, dealing 7 points of damage. And the third attack also hits, dealing 7 more points of damage. That is the end of the Golden Knight's turn. Nizak, your turn.
I wish to smack it.
You attack with the smack attack.
Yep, with the smack and attack.
Smack that all over the floor.
25 hits.
Alrighty then.
Morgan is just our intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Alrighty then.
You hit him. You hit him.
So roll damage and then. So I want to apply Searing Smite. So it's apply damage and then add the 1d6 afterwards.
Yes. So you roll your damage for Enchanted
Yep.
Battle Axe.
Yep.
And then
Normal.
we do. What were you doing? Searing Smite?
Yeah, Searing Smite.
So you click on that one and then resolve that one afterward.
Utility or save?
Oh, does it have a saving throw?
So
Yeah, it
basically,
does.
you charge up your sword with it. The next time you hit, it applies it, and then it needs to make on at
Con
the start of
save.
its turn a
Yeah,
con save.
yes. Or it burns. Yeah, so just the d6 first.
Ah.
3. That is enough to destroy it. It is a pile of useless, burnt, charred metal. I know, Demeter. I know. They're winning.
For now.
There's still the Onyx Knight left. Is that the end of your turn, Isaac?
That is indeed the end of my turn.
You could move. Now, this is just from a...
Oh, yeah, actually, I think we will do that.
If you move 5 feet up, you give double flanking.
Yep, alright. Let me shelter. That's 5 feet. Maybe 10 feet? Maybe another 5? Yes? No? Maybe?
So,
I mean, that position, you give flanking to Panjandrum, who doesn't really have melee attacks and Rotek at the same time, so it's a good spot.
Alright, then we shall leave it there.
This guy's dead.
Oh, you're right.
That's what the skull means.
the skull's very tiny, to be fair.
I know. That's the size I receive. So you can also see in the list over on the combat card that he is in fact deceased because there is a skull. So okay, that brings us to Pange. Pange, your turn. This knight has tried to grab you twice. That is probably not okay with you.
Yeah. No means no.
That's right.
So, question,
Uh-huh.
because I'm not 100% sure. When you don't have proficiency, you can still use a weapon, you just don't get your proficiency bonus?
Yes, if you don't have proficiency, you can use a weapon without... you can still use a weapon, you just don't have a proficiency bonus with it, yes.
Okay. I'm purging with my Vespa Saber since I have it out.
Alright. Yeah. This will be really funny if you hit him.
Where is he?
You have a +2 to strength, that's possible.
Am I not seeing him?
Oh, it should be in your inventory, under weapons.
No. The target.
Oh, yeah.
I did it go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me target him for you. Yeah, he's really dark, so you might have a hard time. Oh, it's because he's in the darkness. Yeah, you can hear him. He's right there.
Okay, that is. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally be attacking one of my allies. Come on, nat 20.
Come on.
Oh, it's going to do this again. Hold on. I get it. If I pop out my character sheet and then do something, like it doesn't want to.
There it goes. Oh.
Whoa, 17 plus 4?
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4. You will hit.
Woohoo!
Plus a 1. You hit.
18.
Roll damage for me. I just imagine you get the sword out and then you spin on your heel and you clip him in the leg.
Cripple him.
5 points!
Jesus.
Like smashing the flat of the blade against his shin,
Yeah.
boiling like a maniac.
He seems stunned just from the audacity of it.
And, oh, you know what? I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to spit acid in his face.
Ooh. Blub.
Use ability.
Make your attack roll.
Yeah. Come on. Now, do I get a die 4 with it again, or is that one per turn?
It counts as an attack roll, so yes, you do get a die 4 with it.
I don't need it.
You hit.
Ah.
5
points of damage.
5 points of acid damage as you spit a glob on him. Smokes through his armor.
Knocked up an acid loogie.
Yep.
Oh,
Joriel, or Pan, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, Joriel, your turn.
I move 15 here.
Okay.
Joriel's gonna, point the mirror shard at the knight and use Path to the Grave. And then, doesn't exactly know what comes over him, but he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. What is Azeloth's spiritual weapon?
Oh, an argument could be made for any weapon. Doesn't matter to him. Any instrument of death.
Is there a Cain and Abel myth in Valgast?
No, there isn't.
Or just something to... I guess what I mean is there a story of the first murder?
Oh, yes, there is a story of the first murder.
What was the weapon used?
It would be a spear.
In which case, a spear descends from somewhere in the shadows and attempts to strike the creature.
Sure.
Now, how exactly do you make an attack with spiritual weapon in this thing?
Well, usually what I do is I give you the utility item, spiritual weapon, if I can fucking find it. Usually it's in here somewhere. Hold on. No, I didn't make one for... I haven't had one for a while, it seems. I must have deleted it. That's okay. What kind... it's basically your spell attack. So...
Yeah, spell attack that does force damage.
So do one of those manually.
For sure.
Is it force damage?
Yep. Spiritual weapons
Oh,
do
yes,
force damage.
certainly does. Alright. So just roll it's a wisdom check for you, plus your proficiency modifier. Essentially. So... D20 plus 6.
Alas. It misses.
It does miss.
But the curse is still on him, so the next person to strike can go for it.
Double it and give it to the next person.
It's going to turn to Nizak. It's going to make an attack with the halberd. $14 misses. It's going to take a second attack. Uh, 24 hits. 8 points of damage. It's going to wing around and take a wild swing at the Lithered Withered.
Pinch.
Ooh, that's going to hit him. That knocks him out. Pange is unconscious.
Oh, the great Pangendrum.
Pange, all you see is this blade come swinging around and you're out like a light. That is the end of the Onyx Knight's turn. Morrigan, it is now your turn.
Hi, Angie.
Okay. Okay, I feel your energy. What do you want to do with that?
Body slam.
If only. I'm kind of regretting myself right now. But anyway, quick question. I can use the bonus action before my action?
Correct.
Okay, I want to whack him in the ugly face with the magic stone.
Okay.
Is he still lit up from guiding bolt?
No. So you do not get advantage.
But if you hit, you'll do double damage.
Certainly true.
If. Oh, for the love of.
Oi. You.
Alright, while he's distracted, I'm going to run up and try to pull him out of unconsciousness with a.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 1 minute. Where is it? Cure Wounds
Cure wounds.
at 2nd level. It's my last 2nd level spell.
If you
Thingy.
want to, like, out of character, I can heal him better from 0 as a Grave Cleric. So if you want to do something else, that's totally your prerogative. But also, if you don't want to leave him down, that's fair.
Well, then if I do wait, he would pass his turn, considering the initiative.
Yeah. If he fails one save or even crit fails, he probably won't die. It is a mild risk, but again, totally your decision. Just want you to have all the information.
Making me think, and I don't like that.
But my brain.
Like, I'll act before the knight acts. So probably don't have to worry about the knight striking him. We just have to worry about him passing his save.
That's true. Oh, I wish I could use Thunder Wave, but I might hit Nizag.
Meh.
Are you okay with that?
Gotta die of something.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
push him away. I'm gonna push him away.
No, it's
Push
fine.
him.
Do the thing. If I succumb, then so be it.
I mean, I made you huge. Might as well just send you flying too.
If you
Yeah, that's exactly right.
cast it from this corner towards this corner, you will miss Nizak with it.
Good call. Like, wait, right below him or?
Oh, well, you
That's
can. Basically, when you cast the spell, you choose an edge of it. And you can kind of place yourself along that edge. So a corner to a corner is fine in my book. You can.
So, can you see this box?
I cannot, not until you place it.
I'm gonna put the knight in the bottom right corner of the cube.
Yep.
And that should be fine.
Yep, that's legal.
That's legal. Alright, so it needs to...
Con save.
Yeah. Fails.
He succeeds.
Oh no, he wins. Okay.
So he does not get pushed anywhere. But you do
But he
still
takes
do
half.
Yeah, you do still do half damage to him. So go ahead and roll that. 19 halved
So 8.
is 9.
What?
I do it in the benefit of the players usually. So.
Well, you round down damage, but 18 divided by 2 is 9.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 9. Anyway. Hey, you stop. You stop poking me with your little wet nose, Deli Do. You're a good baby.
I'll do what I want. Oh, right. Oh, right.
Shh, let's see. Shh. Is that the end of your turn, Morrigan?
If I leave, I might get hit, so I stay.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
What was it that was doubling damage?
It's an attack. So the next attack that hits takes double damage from my curse.
Gotcha.
Yes, this is a save. So. End of Morgan's turn. On to Rotak.
Would that double my sneak
It would
attack
double-
as
yes,
well?
it would double sneak attack.
Cool. So can I potentially just go around it to go there to get the flank?
Yeah. Yeah, because Pange isn't providing any tactical bonus right now due to being on the floor. Now, Pange, you could have used your autotomy skill earlier.
I think that hits.
28 does hit, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So 18 times 2 is 36.
It had a grand total of 2 hit points left.
You're dead.
And it is destroyed.
Ah, I wanted to mold it into a cube.
You could still
If
do
someone-
it.
If someone can use it, though, that ripping halberd, oh boy.
Okay. That is the end of this combat.
The very next action Joriel wants to take is bonus action Spare the Dying on Pange.
Okay, Pange is spared. He is not dying anymore.
I want to pick him up off the floor.
Okay, you pick him up off the floor.
But my lizard friend, wake up!
All right, everyone gather round. I have a spell for this, technically. I didn't do magic when I was alive. This is kind of weird, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of Healing.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it can hit all of us. Oh. Everybody heals for 7, except for Panjandrum, who, because he's at 0 hit points, will heal for 16 plus 4, 20.
Ooh, Pange. Big 20.
Damn.
That's
Almost all
the
my
Grave
health.
Cleric is, I'll heal you when you're dead.
It's like a
Post-op care.
Yeah, we can stop here.
No, I said post-op care.
Oh, post-op care, yes.
I come up screaming, not the great engine scrubs!
because he's a
we lose
lizard.
body?
If he loses a limb, does that mean it grows back after several days?
It does. It's part of his features.
Yes.
Oh,
How many hit points, Lee, again?
Everybody else gets 7.
Okay. So plus 7.
I've already added 7 to me. Don't do it.
Okay, plus 7. And Lee, have you done yourself?
Yep.
Rotak, have you done yourself?
I've not.
Okay, I'll do it now. Okay, that's everybody. Okay, Pange, I will remove you from the prone land. And the door at the west end of the room is now open.
Can we loot the bodies?
You may loot the bodies. There is a trident. There is a maul. And there is a halberd. And that is all that is salvageable.
Somewhat spoiled
So-
for choice, Nizak.
Honestly, I kind of am. Hang on,
Holy
if
shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a
DC
look
Crushing Maul. Read the Crushing Maul.
I don't know how to read these items. You're too far. Because I gotta be.
I think you're also going to need to drop some stuff to carry any of them.
I am. That is very true. Ripping help.
So we're lucky the Ripping Halberd didn't inflict bleeding on Nizak and Pange.
Oh, that is really good.
The Crushing Maul has a DC save on every attack to stun.
Everybody gets 350 experience points.
Yay!
Yay.
1d6 piercing on the trident.
Did you add that, or do we need to add that, Jewel?
I've added it to just Olafina so far. I'm giving the XP total right now in the chat. So your XP should total right now at this moment should be 1443.
You said 350 or 360?
Whatever it takes to get you to 1443.
Okay.
I've closed the calculator. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you.
I did it to myself too.
Okay.
So it's my
2d6 bludgeoning, pretty good. Is plus is 8 plus strength. Burden successful. It's done to the next to oh, crushing maul is pretty good. The ripping halberd is also really good.
They are.
Yeah, the drilling trident
It's
is
like-
kind of eh.
It's unfortunate none of them are finesse possibles. I can't really use them to good effect.
Yeah. It kind of sucks that Olafina and I are the only ones that are like martial characters.
Olafina is only martial by way of being
Blade song?
blade singer, yeah. She is otherwise a squishy-ass wizard. She couldn't wield a halberd or a crushing maul herself either.
Now, the ripping halberd, could I like take that and maybe bring it to Balkrog and be like, hey, can you turn my rapier into something that works like this?
You could ask him for something like that. Yeah, you could. He doesn't need an example. You could describe it to him.
It'd be pretty.
I don't think Rotak would know how to do that.
Hmm.
He would probably just bring it and be like, can you make my rapier do what this thing can?
I think out of all these, I think a crushing maul is probably what I'm gonna nab. Obviously, if there's no objections from anybody.
Not at all. Though I suppose you still want to hold on to the enchanted battle axe because, well, it just like keep it in your inventory because bypassing magic resistance is.
Yes, the crushing maul does not bypass magical resistances. So if there's something that is resistant against physical damage or immune to physical damage, it will do nothing to them or do very little.
Right.
Yeah, so the crushing maul has a nice feature associated with it, but if you can't do any damage with that feature, with that weapon, the feature is worthless.
Yeah.
So.
I honestly kind of want to dump this water skin that I'm carrying around.
I don't need to drink.
Well, see, that's the thing,
well,
right? I'm like,
I think the water skin we were saying was a ridiculous weight.
By the way, just to kind of because you're thinking about this in terms of weight, we have changed the rules on how containers work. Your backpack can now hold up to 30 pounds, and it does not add any weight to it. So if you put something in there, the weight value associated with that item goes to 0 because the backpack is containing it. So containers basically are all have weightless contents.
oh, okay. So can I pop the water skin in there? I can.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Well then. Just putting shit in the backpack.
Yeah,
for
just
the
put
sake of it.
just put shit in the backpack. If you guys have backpacks, put your extra junk in them.
How do you do that?
So I've got. Sorry, go.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So
Oh,
the
figured it out.
clothes common, is that, am I wearing those?
Technically, you are wearing those,
Okay.
but so long as you have a set on you somewhere, I assume that you're not naked. So.
Yeah. Because I'm
I'm
like,
gonna be real.
Yeah.
Are we almost done?
We're pretty much done. Yeah. So if we're just going to do some accounting for the rest of the session, I will go ahead and read us out, and we can do that stuff off air.
I just want to do my scavenger roll.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Use the +3.
No.
Both plus
You already
threes
used
were
it. It's
already
mine.
used.
It's mine.
Both of
Oh,
them?
is
Both
that
of
how
them?
we use both of them?
Yeah, they both got used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still had one.
Okay.
I don't
The
get
plus
I don't
three, we
get the bless for this, do I? Right?
No.
No.
Yeah, okay. 11.
11. You don't really find anything that's super useful in here. This room's pretty clean. You find that the ceiling is very interesting in its like Baroque architecture, and it gives you very calming sense because of its fractals and shit. So, you receive
Just staring up at the staring up for like a minute, jaw open.
yeah, you receive a hit point back for that. I don't know how to reward that.
Haha.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the session ended here. We will pick this up in a few weeks on the 7th, hopefully, and we will see everybody then. All right, have a good night.
Good night.
I
Right.